Hi guys, welcome back to the Gatekeepers TV. My name is Dennis Keton.
Emily Edwin.
And tuko hapa hivi kupiga show. It's a Friday manze. It's a freestyle Friday, right?
Yeah.
So match week 14? 14. So I say, let's do this. Pogba, take it up.
Well, first match on Saturday, which will be the 29th of October 2022. Leicester against Manchester City. This one will be an early kickoff at exactly saa 8:30, that is 14:30 East African time.
Umesema saa 8:30.
Exactly.
Guys, what we mean is this. Leicester is coming to meet Man City
at King Power.
Or should I say Man City are visiting the King Power.
Yes.
So this is what is going to happen. Leicester, they are coming into this match having thrashed somebody 4-0 with people scoring crazy goals. Maddison scored a wonder goal. Barnes scored in that match. So Tielemans scored what a goal. Yuri, right?
My friend.
He's back. So guys, the question is Leicester back?
I think so. They're starting to find their form. Not their back, they're starting to find their form. Yeah.
So they're going to meet Man City, which once again in the Champions League, because Man City are from just playing the Champions League just the other day. How did they fare, Pogba?
Man City 0-0.
Yes.
Mahrez lost a penalty in the Champions League for the second time consecutively.
Crazy one. So this is going to be a good fixture for us to actually watch because we are seeing Leicester at King Power, a team that is struggling yet trying to show us slight improvement but not yet there, versus Man City, a team which is constantly improved. So Pogba, what are your thoughts on this match?
This one, now that I don't know, Pep said that Haaland won't be available. He had a knock, but I don't trust him. Haaland might be on the bench or might start, I don't know. But whichever the case is, Man City is Man City. Yeah. But I feel that this one is going to be a Man City win straight. 2-1.
2-1. So you're right. Pep confirmed after in the Champions League, Haaland played only half of the match when they were facing Borussia Dortmund. So he was removed at halftime, and Pep claimed that Haaland had a knock. Plus, he had some kind of flu. So we don't know whether he has fully recovered or not. But now, Mr. Pep, you need to know that you are putting our lives at risk. We investors in Fantasy Premier League, right now we don't know who to captain. So I don't know, Pogba, who do you want to captain? Let's captain Vardy. Do you think he's a good choice?
I'm still stuck with Haaland. I believe.
So
Vardy against Man City, that's risking your life.
That's risky, yeah. So guys, it's a crazy ordeal. But if you ask me, this match of City and Leicester, either way, City have an advantage, but I feel like Leicester are going to try and at least bring some good game. So I think I'm giving it a 3-2 win for City, though I won't be surprised if we get a draw.
Bournemouth against Tottenham. Now this one will be played on. This one will be shown on multiple platforms. So Bournemouth against Tottenham. Tottenham right now, their form, you and I, we know they are not good, but they'll be visiting Bournemouth. Bournemouth, who on the other side, they have not been very much impressive. So with me here, I'm giving Tottenham a chance to bounce back, so they will win this game by at least 3-1.
Tottenham drew once again in the Champions League, but they were lucky because Marseille lost. That means that they still lead their group, but it's a very vulnerable group, which means at any particular time in the last match, if they lose, they might go to Europa, or they might as well be relegated from the Champions League. What I'm trying to say is this: Tottenham have not been impressive. They have been fumbling of late, so it's yet another opportunity for them to redeem themselves. The question is, will Harry Kane bounce back? Will Harry Kane continue scoring? Or will we see Dominic Solanke coming and converting some goals for Bournemouth? That's the big question. But I feel like, as Pogba just told you, give Tottenham a bounce back. Give them 3-1.
3-1. Brentford against Mnyama Otoyo, Wolves. Guys, Adama Traore is back on loan from Barcelona. Barcelona, who have been relegated to the Europa League, where you meet Manchester United and Arsenal as ushers. We are expecting more visitors, but anyway, Brentford against Wolves. Brentford, they have not been impressive. Their last two matches. They're coming to meet Wolves. Wolves who
They won their last match, I believe.
Brentford?
No, Wolves.
Wolves. So Wolves won, but at least they are trying to find back their old form of Adama Traore linking up with the likes of the Mexican sensation. So this one, so this one, it's a tough match. I'll give Wolves the heads up the start. So Wolves will win by at least 2-1.
Guys, Thomas Frank is a good coach. He's been impressive of late, but the team, the last 2 results have not been good. But we all know it doesn't take Tony a lot of matches before he bounces back and strikes again. So I feel like Tony will be back, and Buemo will also be there to assist. So I feel like regardless of Wolves trying to find their way back in it, I feel like at Brentford Community Stadium, it will be an opportunity for Brentford to actually make sure that they stop the Wolves. So I'm going with Brentford winning this game 3-1.
3-1. Brighton against Chelsea. Now this one is the match I can tell you I was waiting for. Brighton against Chelsea. Brighton, these niggas, we've seen Trossard, the man to watch, the man who is very much on form, and there's a boy called Lamptey, very good. I don't know why he never starts, but a very good boy going forward. Now that Chelsea will be away, and just to speak honestly, Chelsea won in the Champions League match, by the way, by
2-1.
2-1.
With a brilliant goal from Kai Havertz, don't forget. And also, Mr. Kovacic scored water.
Did he remove those?
No.
Okay. So right now Kepa is very much on form, but Brighton on the other hand, these people are, I thought maybe Graham Potter will, now that he left, so they would at least lag behind, but they're just good. Now that Graham Potter will be going back to face his former club, I'm expecting that, since he knows them very well, Chelsea to win, but it's not like that. It doesn't happen like that. So it's going to be a draw. So I'll draw of 1-1, but I won't get surprised if Brighton wins this match. So let me just go with the 2-1 in favor of Brighton.
Guys, this is a match whereby I'm looking at it's like when you have a herd of gazelles in the forest, whom by chance they welcomed a lion in their group so that they can actually sit with them, be friendly with them. Then at a certain point, the lion decides to go back to the lions, who are the real lions. Then these lions are supposed to go and face the gazelles in a war. And yet, you expect different results from this. Clearly, the lion knows all the tricks of the gazelles. And there is no way on earth the gazelles will outclass the lion. So what I'm trying to say is this. Graham Potter knows Brighton very well. In fact, nothing has changed completely from Brighton. He's the one who masterminded that entire group, the system they used to play, and each and every player there. So he knows them well. So he's back to Chelsea, a team which is formidable as opposed to Brighton. So I feel like tactically, he's going to outclass Brighton, and he knows what to do to be able to hurt these boys. So please put your money on Chelsea. Don't even twitch. So this is a game whereby I'm giving Chelsea to continue with a good form from where they left in the Champions League. Give us our 3 goals.
3-0, huh?
Yes, please.
Nice. So
I know we will be.
You think they're stupid?
Amnex.
They know you know them, but they'll still come. Just guys, by the point of correction, no gazelles will accept to go on a war with lions.
Bro,
but unless they're stupid.
When they say when push comes to shove, you must defend your territory, because there is no otherwise. Right now, there is no otherwise. It's official. Whether they like it or not, they must go to this battle, because the date of the die has been cast. It's Brighton versus, so the gazelles must come to the lions then.
Guys, I won't be surprised. Brighton will win this game. Don't listen to Crystal Palace against Southampton. Why do I feel like these people played?
Crystal Palace versus Southampton.
Southampton. I feel like these people met.
Well, no, not really.
Really. Southampton were beaten by Everton 3-0.
Yes, please.
No, not so. Crystal Palace.
Were
beaten by Southampton 3-0. Patrice Vieira, something has to be done. facing another good side. Now they'll be at home at is it Villa Park? Villa Park?
Crystal Palace.
Yes.
It's called Selhurst Park.
Selhurst. I don't know what it confuses.
Pardon us, guys. It happens.
So Selhurst Park against Southampton, who are coming from St Mary's to visit. But I feel like this one is going to be another looming draw. 2-2. Now that the strength I feel like they're the same. They both have the same flaws and weaknesses. So 2-2 for me.
Crystal Palace lost terribly to Everton over the weekend in Gameweek 13. So I feel like Patrice Vieira has a bone to chew with anyone who comes in front of them right now. So he has actually restructured, and I feel like it's his time to pounce back. So Southampton, even though you played impressively in match week 13, sorry. So this game, give it to Crystal Palace to win 2-1.
Crystal Palace.
Yes, Zaha to orchestrate a goal or to be the goal scorer.
Or the assistant. Newcastle against Aston Villa. Let me surprise you, by the way, with the new coach, Mr. Unai Emery. The new Aston Villa coach. I'll tell you for free, this match Aston Villa is going to win. For the first time, Newcastle, you're going to be beaten. I'm very much serious of what I'm saying. Strong mind, Kilitimamu. This game, Aston Villa, Newcastle, be wary. So Aston Villa coming to win this game. I'm giving it to Aston Villa 2-1. And a new coach, new winnings.
New coach, new winnings, yeah? So it's like you're saying Christmas is coming, so the new tidings are on the way.
Definitely.
So this is it. Newcastle at St James Park, facing Aston Villa, who also bounced back. Danny Ings scored a brace in the last match. They won by 4-0, right? So I feel like Aston Villa are motivated by the fact that they sacked Gerrard and now they have a new coach. Plus also they won. But they're coming to find a very consistent team, a team which has actually hit the ground running, a team that has only lost one match as we speak up to now in match week 14, which we are headed to. Only one game. Newcastle has actually found a way of having a good defense and a way of pouncing and striking if you sit relaxed at your defense line. So this is a game and also not forget that Almiron is on form. He's scored 6 goals. This guy is enjoying the form of his lifetime, and I feel like he will continue with that form. So for me, I'm not even going to speak much, regardless of knowing that Aston Villa have a new coach, new motivation. I still feel that you don't joke with Newcastle at St James Park. They're going to hurt you. So give Newcastle their 2-1.
Nice. So just flipped. I said Aston Villa to win 2-1.
Yes. And Anti-Almighty is
Fulham against Everton. Now straight to Everton. Everton, I don't know what they ate. This time round they're just trying to prove. I don't know, are the players playing because there's World Cup ahead? I don't know. These people have just risen up mara moja tu hivyo. But anyway, this one I'm giving it to Everton. No. Just because they played well last time against Crystal Palace doesn't mean they'll play well against Fulham. So I'm looking for a draw, but if things go right the way my mind is telling me, Fulham might win this game. At least 3-1.
You talk of Fulham, you see Mr. Mitrovic, you see Andres Pereira. These people have been amazing, they have been impressive, they have been William, of course, scored his William Bugois. He scored his debut goal for Fulham after a long time when he left the Premier League. So welcome back, William. He's officially back. So they're going to face Everton, a team that I will say that they have risen, and I think they have an agenda to make sure that to prove the critics wrong that Lampard is here to stay, and they're playing for the coach and they're playing for the team. So the Toffees are back, and they are playing well. Iwobi has been surprising me of late. He's playing very well, giving crazy assists. Anthony Gordon, mention no more. Calvin Lewin officially back, and he made a statement with a goal. That young man is crazy. Very, very impressive striker. So, give or take, we have a team with 2 good strikers, both Mitrovic and Calvert-Lewin. Equal strength, as Pogba told you, but I'm putting my money on Everton. The Blue Boys, the Toffees, they're coming to win away. So still, I'm seeing a 3-2. It's going to be a crazy game, full of adrenaline. So I'll be supporting the Blues. These are the Toffees.
Another interesting match: Liverpool against Leeds. Last time Liverpool were thrashed by Nottingham Forest 1-0. They're coming to face Leeds, a team which has very fast players. Bamford, we saw he was back.
Yes,
Although he missed a couple of chances, but I'll tell you that boy is a team player. He's like, there's a scenario where you can have a good captain, but the same person will be a very bad team player.
You're right.
So that is Bamford for me. He's a good captain, but a very bad team player. Missing chances created by his own teammates, but still the one creating more chances so that he can lose them again. But Leeds are very good at reading games, actually. I remember the game they played against Arsenal. Arsenal, they play a high line. Leeds, they grew into the game and they started doing some long balls, which really finished Arsenal. So with this one, I'm going for a draw. Considering the fact that Liverpool right now does not. Of course, Champions League, they thrashed Ajax by 3-0, but I'm still in doubt with this squad. So 1-1.
1-1, huh? So I have a question to you all the viewers. The question is simple: will Liverpool walk alone, or will they be led out of Anfield by Leeds? So if you can break that question down and give me an answer, then here we go. So last match week or last game week, Liverpool clearly walked alone at Nottingham. Nottingham did them badly. Awoniyi scored a solitary goal. He was their former player. Awoniyi.
The curse of the former player.
Yeah, so he won that match. I don't know whether they will blame the early kickoff or they will blame themselves, but the match ended 1-0, which means Liverpool lost some points. But they bounced back in the Champions League when Mo Salah did that thing, and Liverpool won against Ajax once again, and by their good news to them, they've qualified to the round of 16s in the Champions League. So they're coming back at it to face Leeds. Remember, Leeds is a very tactical, it's a very slippery team. Leeds, let me remind you, this team won against Chelsea 3-0. Chelsea didn't get a red card in that match. They won fair and square. So please, you don't want to look down on these guys. Just be serious with them. Play it with the most seriousness that you deserve. So on this match, regardless of everything, I still have faith in Liverpool, and I'm still giving them a win in this. So give it a 3-0. Nunes will be scoring.
Sunday, Arsenal against Nottingham Forest. Arsenal, they have some hiccups, but they'll bounce back. I believe in those boys. They'll be playing against Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest will be motivated since they won against Liverpool, and in fact kept a clean sheet against the likes of Darwin, Firmino, Salah, and all of the Liverpool squad, plus Van Dijk's headers. So Arsenal, this will not be I'm very sorry. Actually, by the way, guys, they were beaten last night. They played against PSV. They were thrashed 5-0. 3 goals, the referee said it's enough. So 2-0, 3 goals were ruled out of offside, and so PSV won that game by 2-0. I don't know what's the problem. Arsenal were just playing, but although they've already qualified, so I don't know. Maybe they were playing just to train for this game. I don't know. So Arsenal against Nottingham Forest there can be a surprise if Arsenal be caught unaware, but Arsenal will win this game. They'll be at Emirates. So Arsenal, I'll give you 2-0.
Yeah. Do you know that's the same scoreline they lost to yesterday?
They'll bounce back
against PSV. Yeah.
PSV.
So Arteta was quoted yesterday in a post-match presser saying that it's difficult to win all your matches in European competitions. I don't know whether that was in defense to losing, But clearly, whatever went down there, I'm taking it as a motivation to these boys. They are not going to come and do that again here. Nottingham, as Pogba said, they are highly motivated, having won against a big team. They are coming to meet another big team, the leaders of the table. By the way, it's crazy. The leaders of the table versus the bottom of the table. So it's quite an unfair balance. But this is Premier League, and guys, this is why we love Premier League. It always doesn't matter whether you are position 1 or position last. The fight or the battle is usually even when you meet at the pitch. So this is a match whereby I feel like Arsenal should be able to bounce back, give them a 3-1 win, because the keeper of Nottingham Forest is also not. Dean is a good keeper. So 3-1 for me.
3-1. You forgot there is our former player called Lingard. Lingard will be terrorizing these people. But anyway, like he has said, Manchester United against West Ham, which will be closing match week 14. Manchester United against West Ham.
Manchester United on Thursday, they won in their match. Which team are you guys playing again?
We're playing against Sheriff Tiraspol.
Yes, they won 3-0. So who scored those goals?
We had Rashford, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Diogo Dalot.
So Cristiano came back from his punishment to confirm to Ten Hag that he's sorry and he's equal to the task to play as the striker. But if they're going to face West Ham, this is always a big game. This is always a crazy game. So they will be at Old Trafford, right? So it's a crazy game. Manchester United, in one way or the other, they feel like they need to continue winning because they dropped points to Chelsea. Those were 2 points dropped, which was even worse for Chelsea. But now they get another chance to actually win so as to topple Chelsea, because it's a tight competition. Chelsea position 4, they are position 5. They only have, it's a 1 point difference.
Yeah, I think Newcastle came in.
Oh, Newcastle came in.
Yeah.
So we went down to 5-6. Clearly, it's a crazy competition. So it's a fight for everybody trying to compete for the top 4. So it's a crazy battle. So West Ham on the other side, they are good. They are back. They are doing impressively. So I feel like they will give Manchester United a big game and a run for their money. For some reasons, please don't come at me. I'm seeing a West Ham winning this game by 2-1.
2-1. Guys, in an event where United wins this game, actually I'm going with the United win. 2-0, I'll say 2-0. But in an event where now that our competitors will be playing on Saturday, Newcastle will be against Aston Villa. Chelsea will be away at Brighton. In case Brighton beats you, Aston Villa wins, United will move straight.
Position 3. Yeah.
I leave you with that, guys.
So as we leave, guys, on your screens, we want to leave you with Thursday's results for Europa League. I know that it's not a competition which we always cover, but from the way things are going,
we'll be covered. Big brothers are joining. I think Manchester, our presence there is attracting
we might reconsider, but the results are on your screen. As you can see, those were how the matches went on Thursday. So on top of that, thank you so much for sticking around with the Gatekeepers TV. Thank you for subscribing. Tuzidi kucheza kufanya kitu, sio?
Yeah.
Tutafunga.
We will meet on, when will it be? We have Champions League
next week.
Yes. So we'll meet, guys. Otherwise, keep sharing. Yeah, we really appreciate. We are heading to 1,000 actually.
Asanteni sana, tunawapenda. But tunapenda OG pia, so respect the OG, sio?